Hello, everyone. Every time it's the season to plant vegetables, I always feel that there isn't enough space. Like, there are many types of vegetables I want to plant, but I don't have enough space. This year, I plan to try intercropping, hoping to get more harvests. Intercropping is the practice of planting different crops together. It is an effective way to optimize space usage, increase biodiversity, control pests, and enhance soil health. So here we need to put a question mark on controlling pests and enhancing soil health, which I will explain later. This year I intercropped corn and melons together. This is my first time planting melons, which grow on the ground just like pumpkins. This idea came from last year when I planted some corn next to the pumpkins. Later, the pumpkin vines grew under the corn, and they both grew well together. It seems to be a good combination. So if I plant some corn in the middle of the pumpkins, it will increase the corn harvest. So this year I decided to give it a try. Corn grows upwards while melons and pumpkins, which occupy a large area, need enough space to grow outwards. Moreover, this is a traditional agricultural technique in the Americas called the Three Sisters planting method. This method involves planting corn, beans, and cucurbits like pumpkins or watermelons together. Each plant provides certain benefits to the others. Here, corn provides sturdy stalks for beans to climb, although watermelons and pumpkins usually don't need support. They can freely grow among the corn plants. The large leaves of pumpkins and watermelons help cover the ground, reducing water evaporation. So, at the same time, this coverage also helps reduce weed growth and keeps the soil moist. Beans can fix nitrogen from the atmosphere, which helps improve soil fertility and provides necessary nitrogen for plant growth. Yeah, I didn't include beans because in my experience, when beans climb on corn, the leaves of the corn can attract a lot of aphids in the later stages of growth, which might transfer to the beans and affect their growth. Also, corn needs to be planted first to provide support for the fast-growing beans. So since the corn's growing cycle is only 3 to 4 months and we harvest corn in July or August, beans are still in their potting stage. Yeah, and I don't think this is a good combination. Melons grow on the ground and aphids on corn have less impact on them. One grows horizontally and the other grows vertically, so they don't affect each other much. The corn leaves provide shade for the melons, which is beneficial in the hot summer. So although most plants need sunlight to grow, some shade is necessary under the scorching sun. In contrast, corn is not afraid of the sun. So when intercropping, considering the distance between plants is very important because different plants have different needs for light, water, and soil nutrients. I left enough space for the melons. Anyway, I planted 2 types of melons, both different varieties of melons. One was from seeds given by a neighbor, and the other was from seeds I saved from melons I ate. The corn is also of 2 varieties, so I left more space between the 2 varieties. Corn and melons were planted on the same day. And there are so many factors to consider when intercropping, and you need to find your own method through practice. Anyway, I saw an article sharing the Three Sisters planting method, which was a disaster for them due to climate conditions and invasive pests, resulting in serious pests and fungal problems. Like the specific pests were not mentioned. However, when he planted them separately, there were no issues. So intercropping might have the opposite effect on controlling pests. In the Three Sisters method, beans fix nitrogen, which adds nutrients to the soil. Yeah, since I didn't plant beans when intercropping, it might reduce pests, but deplete the soil more. I need to fertilize them during their growth to prevent poor growth due to nutrient deficiency. Absolutely, this is what I can think of for now. I don't know what problems I'll encounter, but I look forward to their growth together. So thank you for watching and see you next time.